The Last of Us Remastered is still one of the greatest story-driven games you can experience on the PS4, even in 2026. This version upgrades the graphics, lighting, and performance, but what truly makes it unforgettable is its emotional storytelling. You follow Joel and Ellie as they travel across a collapsed America filled with infected creatures and dangerous survivors. What makes the game special is how grounded everything feels. Nothing is exaggerated, every moment feels real. Combat combines stealth, survival, and intense close-range fights where every bullet matters. The world is filled with abandoned cities, overgrown highways, and dark underground areas that build tension perfectly. But the biggest strength is the character writing. Joel and Ellie's relationship grows naturally, filled with small conversations, tense arguments, and emotional turning points that stay with you long after the game ends. The soundtrack is hauntingly beautiful and adds weight to the journey. Even after a decade, The Last of Us Remastered remains a masterpiece every PS4 player should experience.
Red Dead Redemption 2 is still one of the most immersive open-world games ever made. The level of detail Rockstar created is insane. Even in 2026, most games can't match it. You play as Arthur Morgan, a member of an outlaw gang fighting to survive in a world that's slowly modernizing. Every mission feels cinematic, with emotional dialogue, intense shootouts, horse chases, and dramatic moments that build Arthur's story. The world is massive and alive. Animals hunt each other, NPCs talk naturally, weather changes dynamically, and every location feels handcrafted. But the real magic is in the writing. Arthur is one of the best characters ever created. Not perfect, but layered, vulnerable, and human. Gunplay feels heavy and real, and the dead-eye slow-motion system makes every fight stylish. The game also rewards exploration with camp interactions, random events, secret encounters, and stunning scenery everywhere you ride. Red Dead Redemption 2 is not a game. It's an experience, and PS4 handles it beautifully.
God of War remains one of the most powerful single-player experiences available on the PS4. This reboot takes Kratos into a Norse mythology world where he must guide his son Atreus through a dangerous journey. The entire game is shown in a single continuous camera shot, which gives it a cinematic feel that very few games have achieved. Combat is brutally satisfying. The Leviathan axe feels weighty and smooth, allowing you to throw it, recall it, and smash enemies with incredible impact. Boss battles and mini-bosses keep the challenge fresh while combining story and action perfectly. But the heart of the game is Kratos and Atreus' relationship. Watching Kratos struggle to teach, protect, and connect with his son adds emotional depth rarely seen in action games. Visually, even on PS4, God of War looks stunning. Snowy mountains, mystical forests, and ancient ruins filled with puzzles. The soundtrack elevates every moment, making this one of the defining PS4 experiences.
Ghost of Tsushima is a visually breathtaking samurai open-world game set during the Mongol invasion of Japan. You play as Jin Sakai, a warrior torn between traditional samurai honor and the ruthless tactics needed to save his homeland. The world of Tsushima is the star here. Fields of red leaves, golden forests, snowy peaks, and storm-filled coastlines make every moment feel like a living painting. The guiding wind system removes clutter from the screen, making exploration feel natural and beautiful. Combat is one of the best on PS4, fast, precise, and skill-based. Whether you face enemies in samurai duels or stealth through Mongol camps, the gameplay stays engaging and rewarding. The story focuses on sacrifice, loyalty, and identity, with strong acting and emotional scenes. Ghost of Tsushima is a perfect mix of visuals, gameplay, and atmosphere, and even in 2026, it feels timeless.
Marvel's Spider-Man delivers one of the most satisfying superhero experiences ever created. Swinging through New York City feels smooth, fast, and incredibly fun. The PS4 handles the movement flawlessly, letting you zip between buildings, dive through streets, and perform tricks midair. The story focuses on Peter Parker balancing life as a hero and a normal person, with emotional moments involving Aunt May, Miles, and MJ. The villains, like Mr. Negative and the Sinister Six, make the narrative intense and cinematic. Combat is fluid and acrobatic, mixing gadgets, combos, and fast dodges. Every fight feels stylish and dynamic. The open world is filled with activities, challenges, crimes, collectibles, and side missions that expand Spider-Man's world. Even in 2026, Marvel Spider-Man remains one of the most polished and enjoyable PS4 exclusives, perfect for both casual players and hardcore fans.
Horizon Zero Dawn is a standout PS4 title that still feels fresh and powerful in 2026. Set in a world where robotic creatures roam the land like futuristic wildlife, the game follows Aloy, a young hunter searching for answers about her past in the ancient civilization that vanished. The mix of nature and advanced technology creates one of the most unique worlds ever built in gaming. Combat is strategic and fast-paced. You'll be analyzing enemy weak points, crafting traps, switching between weapon types, and using stealth to take down massive machines like the Thunderjaw and Stormbird. Each encounter feels like a boss battle. The story dives deep into mystery, history, and survival, revealing shocking truths as Aloy uncovers how humanity fell. Even today, the narrative twists hit hard. The open world is huge, with snowy mountains, deserts, jungles, and ancient ruins scattered everywhere. Horizon Zero Dawn is a must-play PS4 adventure that blends beauty, danger, and emotional storytelling perfectly.
Uncharted 4 remains one of the most thrilling cinematic experiences on PS4. You play as Nathan Drake, drawn back into a world of treasure hunting, ancient mysteries, and dangerous international criminals. This final chapter delivers everything fans wanted: emotion, humor, adventure, and jaw-dropping set pieces. The game blends platforming, climbing, stealth, and gunfights with incredibly high-quality storytelling. The Madagascar chase scene, the Scotland ruins, and the Panama prison flashbacks feel like Hollywood action moments brought to life. What makes Uncharted 4 special is its character writing. Nate and Elena's relationship feels real, with personal conflicts and heartfelt moments. Sam, Nate's brother, adds depth and tension to the plot. Visually, it still looks unbelievable for a PS4 game. Lush jungles, detailed cities, ancient temples, and stunning lighting. If you want a PS4 game that feels like playing a movie, Uncharted 4 is still unmatched.
Bloodborne is a dark, gothic action RPG that remains a masterpiece even today. It takes you into the cursed city of Yharnam, a nightmarish world filled with beasts, mutated creatures, and horrifying rituals. The atmosphere is unbeatable. Creepy streets, eerie whispers, moonlit cathedrals, and grotesque bosses that push your skills to the limit. Combat is aggressive and fast. Unlike other Soul-style games, Bloodborne forces you to stay offensive, dodge precisely, and manage stamina while striking back instantly. Every boss fight, like Father Gascoigne or the Shadows of Yharnam, feels intense and rewarding. The lore is deep, mysterious, and hidden within item descriptions, environments, and cryptic dialogue. The more you explore, the more the story reveals terrifying truths about the world and its origins. Bloodborne remains one of the most iconic PS4 exclusives and a must-play for anyone who loves challenging, atmospheric games.
Persona 5 Royal is one of the best JRPGs ever made, and the PS4 version remains flawless in 2026. You play as a high school student forced to navigate normal life during the day and explore supernatural palaces at night as part of the Phantom Thieves. The game blends turn-based combat, stylish visuals, deep character development, and an unforgettable soundtrack. Every character feels meaningful, with personal stories that hit emotionally. Combat is smooth and tactical, encouraging you to exploit enemy weaknesses while using personas with unique abilities. But the real charm comes from the world building. Tokyo feels alive, filled with cafes, shops, arcades, and social activities. Every choice you make affects your stats and relationships, creating a highly personalized experience. Persona 5 Royal is long, rich, and satisfying, making it one of the most complete JRPG experiences on PS4.
Sekiro is a brutally challenging samurai action game where precision is everything. You play as the Wolf, a shinobi on a mission to rescue his kidnapped lord, while battling deadly warriors and monstrous creatures. Combat focuses heavily on timing, posture breaks, perfect parries, and fast reflexes. Every boss, Genichiro, Lady Butterfly, Guardian Ape, feels like a test of mastery. It's not about stats, it's about pure skill. The world is beautifully designed with temples, mountains, forests, and war-torn villages. Movement is fast and fluid thanks to your grabman hook, making exploration exciting. Sekiro's story is grounded, emotional, and told through subtle dialogue and world details. It's one of the most satisfying games for players seeking challenge and mastery.
Days Gone is a large, open-world survival game set in a post-apocalyptic Oregon filled with freakers, fast, unpredictable zombie-like creatures that attack in massive hordes. You play as Deacon St. John, a former biker searching for the truth about his wife while navigating the dangers of the wild. The bike is your lifeline. You must maintain it, upgrade it, and use it wisely while traveling between camps and missions. Combat is intense, with traps, guns, stealth, and the incredible horde battles, where hundreds of freakers chase you at once. The story focuses on loyalty, brotherhood, and loss, with strong character moments. Days Gone remains one of the most underrated PS4 exclusives and is absolutely worth playing in 2026.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey is a massive open-world RPG set in ancient Greece during the Peloponnesian War. You play as either Alexios or Cassandra, a mercenary caught in a web of war, politics, mythology, and family secrets. What makes Odyssey stand out is the sheer scale of the world. Beautiful islands, historic cities, legendary temples, and large oceans to sail. Combat is fast and customizable, with abilities like the iconic Spartan kick, stealth assassinations, and powerful arrow skills. Naval battles also return, letting you command your ship across dangerous waters. Choices matter a lot. Your decisions shape alliances, romances, and even endings. The game blends real history with Greek mythology, letting you encounter creatures like Medusa and the Minotaur. Odyssey is huge, ambitious, and packed with content, perfect for PS4 players who love exploration and epic adventures.
The Witcher 3 remains one of the greatest RPGs ever made. You play as Geralt, a monster hunter searching for Ciri while navigating political chaos, ancient curses, and deadly contracts. The world is open, mature, and incredibly detailed. Every village, forest, swamp, and city has its own stories and secrets. Combat blends magic signs, swords, potions, and strategy, making each encounter unique. Side quests are highlights. They're emotional, surprising, and sometimes better than main missions. The DLCs, Hearts of Stone and Blood and Wine, add huge new adventures, making this one of the richest RPG packages on PS4. The Witcher 3 is a must-play for anyone who loves deep storytelling and immersive worlds.
After years of updates, Cyberpunk 2077 has become a polished, impressive RPG on PS4. Set in Night City, a neon-filled futuristic metropolis, the game follows V, a mercenary fighting for survival after a digital personality begins invading their mind. The world is dense with activities: gigs, cyber psychos, bars, gangs, high-tech labs, and secret endings. Gunplay is smooth, hacking adds strategy, and cyberware gives you superhuman abilities. The story is mature, emotional, and filled with impactful choices. Characters like Judy, Panem, and Johnny Silverhand give the game heart. In 2026, Cyberpunk on PS4 is finally the game it was meant to be.
Monster Hunter World is a deep and addictive action RPG built around hunting massive creatures and huge living ecosystems. Every monster has patterns, weaknesses, and behaviors that make fights feel like tactical battles. You choose from 14 weapon types: bows, swords, hammers, dual blades, and more, each with a unique playstyle. The game encourages crafting better gear, exploring lush environments, and teaming up with friends for epic hunts. It's one of the most replayable games on PS4 and still incredibly popular in 2026.
Resident Evil 2 Remake is a brilliant survival horror experience that blends modern graphics with classic tension. You play as Leon or Claire, trapped in Raccoon City during a terrifying zombie outbreak. Lighting, sound design, and atmosphere turn every hallway into a threat. Mr. X constantly stalks you, adding non-stop suspense. The combat is realistic, aiming matters, ammo is limited, and every shot counts. RE2 Remake remains one of the best horror games ever created.
Even on PS4, Elden Ring delivers a massive open-world Souls experience. You explore the lands between, fighting gods, monsters, and enemies across forests, swamps, castles, and deserts. The freedom is unmatched. You choose where to go, when to fight, and how to build your character. Bosses are challenging but incredibly memorable. It's a masterpiece for players who want exploration, plus combat, plus mystery.
Death Stranding is a unique, atmospheric adventure where you rebuild a broken America by delivering supplies across dangerous landscapes. You play as Sam Bridges, navigating storms, ghosts, BTs, and human enemies. The world feels lonely but beautiful, with emotional storytelling and a powerful soundtrack. It's slow but deeply immersive and perfect for players who want something different.
Shadow of the Colossus is one of the most emotionally powerful games ever created, and the PS4 remake brings it to life with breathtaking visuals. You play as a young warrior who enters a forbidden land hoping to revive someone he loves. The world is quiet, lonely, and filled with mystery. Your mission is simple yet unforgettable: defeat 16 massive colossi. Each one is a puzzle mixed with platforming and combat. You climb their bodies, hold on as they shake, and look for weak points while epic music fills the air. There are no side quests, no extra enemies, just you, your horse aggro, and the giants. This simplicity gives the game a unique emotional weight. Every victory feels bittersweet, and every colossus has a sense of sadness, making you question whether you're doing the right thing. Even in 2026, Shadow of the Colossus stands strong as one of the most artistic and atmospheric PS4 experiences.
Doom Eternal is pure adrenaline, a fast, aggressive FPS where you play as the Doom Slayer, fighting demons across Earth and Hell. The PS4 version runs surprisingly well, delivering intense action without slowing down. The game forces you to move constantly, strategize your weapon choices, and use glory kills, flame belches, and chainsaw attacks to keep your health and ammo full. The combat feels like a rhythm: shoot, dodge, jump, dash, switch weapons, repeat. Levels are large and dynamic, with platforming sections, secrets, and hidden challenges. The soundtrack is heavy, loud, and perfect for the chaos happening on screen. The Doom Eternal Monolith Age series expands the Doom lore, adding ancient mythology, powerful enemies, and massive boss fights. Doom Eternal is one of the most satisfying and polished shooters available on PS4, even years later.
Mortal Kombat 11 is one of the best fighting games ever made, offering deep combat, smooth animations, and brutal cinematic finishers. The PS4 version still holds up incredibly well in 2026. The game features a massive roster of classic and new characters, each with unique moves, combos, and variations. Learning your main fighter feels rewarding, and mastering advanced mechanics makes the gameplay addictive. The story mode is like watching a high-quality action movie, filled with time travel, betrayals, alliances, and huge battles. Customization lets you modify character skins, abilities, gear, and intros, making your favorite fighter feel personal. Whether you enjoy online flights, local multiplayer, or Towers of Time, MK11 is packed with content and remains the king of fighting games on PS4.